did you know that there is an actual browser-based Elder Scrolls visual novel that was released back in 2020 for Valentine's Day by the actual Elder Scrolls Online team? But yeah, when I first heard about this, I was in shock because this was just not something that I would have expected from one of my favorite game franchises that is, you know, these games are about magic and swords and dragons. So it came off as a little bit odd that they created stuff like this, but I thought it was funny, so I figured, you know what, why not? Seemed like a good time to check this out and just kind of see why this was ever made in the first place. So it looks like we can choose to, I'm assuming that we're choosing to like try and date one of these guys. I'm not too sure, but we have Evely, Fenorian, Razum-dar, Naryu, and Darian. These two, I actually don't know them that well because I'm pretty sure they're part of the Ebonheart Pact in ESO, and that's the only quest line in ESO that I've actually not done. But Evely, Razum-dar, and Darian I know very well, so yeah, if it lets me, we're gonna try out all of these because screw it, why not? Let's click on Evely. You and Evely tracked a group of murderous bandits to an old fort. Unfortunately, it's quickly becoming apparent that the two of you are severely outnumbered. Oh no. Evely looses one arrow after another into the fray as you pull her back by her hood, around a corner, and into a small alcove. Wait. Wait, why does she have 4 arms? Okay, I think I found a bug. Yo, ESO, this game has been out for 5 years now, okay? You guys need to fix this. This is important. This is official canon Elder Scrolls game. We need this to be bug-free. Take that, you creepy bunch of cracked acorns. What? This wood elf will make you cry for. Oh, what? Oh, hey, it's fixed. We're back to one Evely. Hey, what's the big idea? I wasn't done putting arrows through those jerks. Why'd you stop me? All right, let's see what our options are. I'm trying to keep you from getting killed. As much as I like watching you cut down bandits, I think that we were outnumbered there. Yeah, let's do this one. Come on, we can totally take them. Wait, you like watching me? You know, if you want lessons from Master Archer, all you had to do is ask. Evely huffs, but settles back against the alcove. Around the corner, the bandits pursuing you rush past, having lost sight of their quarry. Silence settles. You and Evely are mere inches apart. Okay, who at the Elder Scrolls Online team was like, hey guys, we need to go through the entirety of Tumblr and try and find all of the fanfics that we possibly can about ESO characters, and then create a game about it. Whose idea was this? So I suppose we're stuck here for the moments. This is kind of fun, don't you think? It's fun like when Investigator Vale and that good-looking guard got stuck in a closet and, a good-looking guard, huh? It's not important. But it's a good read, I swear. One of my favorites, actually. I can't take this seriously, man. One of my favorites, actually. Though, this probably isn't the time for talking about my favorite stories. Mortal danger and all that. Evely blushes and avoids your eyes for a moment. In the quiet, she whistles tunelessly. When she looks back at you, a nervous grin spreads across her face. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, look at that smile. That is a great smile. 10 out of 10. Close quarters, huh? Let's see. Unfortunately, your breath smells like a dead horker. Oh! They could always be closer. Oh man, I kind of want to choose both options though. I want to see where both of them go to. Why am I invested in this? This is not something that I typically would play. Ha! Oh wait, you're serious? I didn't know that you felt that way. I hoped, but I didn't want to ruin it. Not putting all my acorns in one basket and all that. What? Evely shifts on her heels, smiling coyly. She angles her body a little closer to you in a small space and tilts her head. In that case, how's this? Closer, just like you wanted, right? Just me and you and me, in this tiny little space. It's grand. That Investigator Vale story I was talking about. What, I didn't mention that after a while she and the very good-looking guard decided that hiding in a closet is awfully boring? So Investigator Vale comes up with a brilliant plan to make it more exciting, right? Wait, what are we? Evely takes a steadying breath and then exhales sharply, steeling herself. Her eyes close and she peeks one open to look at you. And if you're not serious about this, I'm really going to need you to tell me now before I make an idiot of myself. I'm serious, Evely. Let me guess. They made it more exciting by kissing? Scandalous. We got hearts! You're either a secret investigator, Vale fan, or very good at guessing. Doesn't matter. I'm not arguing. You know, I always wondered why Investigator Vale spent so much time doing these kind of things. I can't read. I thought chasing down the baddie was the best part. Evely presses up close to you and reaches for your jaw, She giggles breathlessly as she leans in, her nose drifting across your cheek. Guess I've still got a lot to learn, huh? Now hurry up and kiss me, so we can finish putting holes through these horkers. Evely presses against you and kisses you eagerly. Her hands cup your jaw before trailing down to tug at your collar, pulling you closer. Outside, the bandits give up their search, never knowing the two of you are inside the fort kissing furiously enough to make even Investigator Vale herself blush. The end. What the fuck? You make Evely's heart quiver is the next step and arrow to the... Okay, shut up. Shut up. Is now a good time to say that I regret all of my life choices? What was this? You can experience the greater adventure with Evely in the Elder Scrolls Online Blackwood. Oh yeah, are we able to date her in Blackwood? Is that an option? Is there a secret dating minigame in Elder Scrolls Online now? All right, let's check out the other characters. I don't know these two characters that well, so we're gonna skip to Razum-dar, and then maybe I'll come back to these after. Actually, no, hold up. I wanna see what the Horker Breath option gives us. Why'd you stop me? I'm trying to keep you from getting killed. Oh, come on, I totally had that. There's not a scratch on me. Oh, fine. I suppose I'll save arrows this way. Evely huffs, but settles back against the alcove. Around the corner, the bandit's pursuing you. Okay, so that's the same thing. Okay, here we go. Close quarters, huh? Unfortunately, your breath smells like a dead horker. Well, that's not very nice. Huh. Must have been the bloodberry pudding I had earlier. What the hell is bloodberry pudding? All right, I did a quick search online just to see if I could figure out what that was, and I didn't see anything, so I'm kind of glad that I don't know what that is. And if any of you guys have a guess, put it down in the comments. I'd just like to point out that if you hadn't dragged me in here, you wouldn't have to smell my stinky pudding breath. So really, if you're looking at things objectively, this is all your fault. Evely folds her arms over her chest and frowns. She pointedly looks away from you before exhaling a dramatic sigh. I could have done this on my own, you know. I brought you along because I thought that we'd have fun, but silly me, I forgot you were a big, stupid stick in the mud. Oh, harsh. You've got 4 arms. How about that? Evely's bright eyes dart back to you, almost challenging. She juts her chin out, as if daring you to say something back. You're right. I'm sorry, Evely. Truce? At least I don't run around all day pretending to be a hero. Oh my god. All right, we're choosing those. Oh, that's good. You really cut me in the core with that one. The core, huh? I'm going to have to cry myself. I'm going to have to cry myself to sleep over it. How will I ever recover? Evely shoves past you and leaves the alcove, her face twisted with fury. I don't know if you woke up on the wrong side of Wamasu this morning, or if you're just rotten to your core. But either way, I'm not sticking around to deal with it. Don't come crying to me if you get a bandit's arrow in your throat. I only pretend to be a hero after all. Evely glares at you before turning promptly on her heel and stalking off in the other direction. The end. Oh, she looks so pissed. Making Evely mad might have a lot of drawbacks. Watch her back. Uh-oh. Yeah, guys, we might get stabbed in our sleep tonight. All right, I'm curious about Razum-dar. I think Razum-dar and Darien could be a pretty funny one. All right, let's see what kind of fanfic the devs created for this mess. Out of breath and soaked with rain, you and Razum-dar take refuge in a cozy tavern after a treacherous chase. You outran your last enemy and, for what it feels like the first time in weeks, you finally have a moment to breathe. You're in a back room, warming yourself by a roaring fire while Raz speaks to the innkeeper about preparing your rooms. After a few minutes, the Khajiit appears in the doorway with drinks in hand. He flashes you a smile as he sits beside you. Also, I'm just gonna say, look, Razum-dar is looking kind of sick right now. That was a close one, yes? Look, I'm not gonna try and do a Razum-dar impression. We're not doing that. That was a close one, yes? Closer than Raz is usually comfortable with, but we should be safe here, so long as we lie low enjoying the drinks and perhaps one another's company. Aren't you supposed to be with the queen? Wasn't that a thing? The innkeeper was a bit suspicious, so Raz told him the two of us are recently married, deeply in love, and on our honeymoon, the men said, we make a beautiful couple, which of course Raz already knew. This one hopes that you don't mind. You embarrass me or I don't mind. Here, let's go with I don't mind. Raz knew that you would approve. It'll be fun to pretend, yes? Perhaps you could sit on Raz's lap to help convince everyone? Okay. All right, Raz, I see what you're doing. At any rate, Raz is glad that we made it here. and that you are unharmed. It is a relief to have a moment's rest and know that we are safe after so many days of uncertainty. We should enjoy it while it lasts. Raz almost wishes we were a young married couple without a care in the world. No responsibilities, no duty to uphold. Nothing to concern our hearts with, but our love for each other. Hey, I found the sweet roll! Yo, I've been looking for that thing! Well, anyways, I'd rather soak my head. I wish that too, Raz. You know what? All right, we're gonna go with the romance option. I wish that too, Raz. You do? Raz is surprised. You never mentioned such a thing before. He is not complaining, of course. This one will admit he did not intend to become so fond of you, but he has. Raz often catches himself staring at your figure in crowded rooms, picturing you and him together in much less crowded spaces. Perhaps you had the same problem. Nope. Raz grins and moves his chair closer to yours. Your shoulders brush and you feel the warmth of his closeness against you. I feel like I'm gonna get banned off of YouTube for this. His hand drifts along your knee, claws catching softly against the fabric. He chuckles in your ear, sending shivers down your spine before pulling away. What, you're gonna tease us? Say what you will about our adventures together. Raz cannot deny that he has enjoyed himself. We've had much excitement, yes. Not all of it good, but not all of it bad either. Raz has worried through his fair share of it. You tend to be a source of distraction for him. Raz did not expect someone so stimulating or attractive to come into his life after all. Bro, can you stop staring at me like that? Like, stop smiling, bro. This one begins to suspect his little lie about the two of us being married was a bit more indulgent on his part than he first admitted. That perhaps he has fallen for you, despite his best efforts. What do you think? I think you're an idiot. I think you look incredibly handsome right now. Raz thinks so too, but hearing you say it excites him in a way that is most intoxicating. You are a wondrous, endlessly surprising creature. Do you know that? By the moons. Raz leans forward, closing the distance between the two of you. This close, you can smell the damp leather of his armor and see the flames of the fire dancing in his green eyes. Long has this one wished to stare into your eyes like this. A shame that we waited this long. Of course, our adventures are far from over. Raz knows there is much in store for us still. How come? If we are to keep our friendly innkeeper unsuspecting, the young couple should retire to their room for the night, yes? I don't want to. I need pepper spray. I need an adult. Raz chuckles softly, his eyes flashing with amusement. His gaze traces your face fondly for a moment, as if he hopes to memorize you before he stands. He offers you his arm with a dashing grin and keeps you close to his side as the two of you climb the stairs and adjourn to your room for the night. Okay, we're gonna need separate beds, and I'm also gonna need that sweet roll. That's mine. Also that cheese wheel. I'm lactose intolerant, so don't expect anything else. Arm holding is enough. The end. Congratulations! Razum-dar might be the eye of the queen, but you're the apple of his eye. You can experience greater adventures with Raz. Oh my god. I love the idea of them just being like, hey, so you and Raz really hit it off, right? How about you play our game? How about you play Elder Scrolls Online and also buy every single expansion pack that has Razum-dar in it? And maybe you, yes you, can also become a soulmate of Razum-dar. Alright, we gotta try and see what the bad ending is. This one hopes that you do not mind. You embarrass me. Deepest apologies. That was not this one's intention. Raz assumed that you would find it amusing. An error on his part. At any rate, Raz is glad that we made it here, and that you are unharmed. It is a relief to have a moment to rest, and know that we are safe after so many days of uncertainty. We should try it and enjoy it while it lasts. Raz almost wishes that we were a young married couple without a care in the world, no responsibilities, no duties to uphold, nothing to concern our hearts with, but our love for each other. I'd rather soak my head. Raz does not think that there is any need to be rude about it. It is clear to him now that you are not in a joking mood. We've been traveling together for some time. Perhaps you are sick of Raz. You would not be the first. Dude, oh my god, I feel so bad. Don't do this to me, man. Look, I don't want anything. I don't like you in that way, Raz. Raz, I think that you're an awesome character. I do. It's not me. It's you. I'll share the sweet roll with you, okay? You can have 1/3 of it. I'll take the rest of it. We can live happily ever after, you know, in the friend zone, you know? I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm just not into dudes. Raz frowns into his tankard and then takes a hearty gulp. After, he wrenches his arms across his mouth. He puts the tankard down on the table hard enough to make the contents slosh around. Raz sighs and gives you a sidelong glance. Say what you will about our adventures together. Raz cannot deny that he has enjoyed himself. We've had much excitement, yes. Not all of it good, but not all of it bad. Raz has worried through his fair share of it. You tend to be a source of distraction for him. Raz did not expect someone so stimulating or attractive to come into his life after all. This one begins to suspect that his little lie about the two of us being married was a bit more indulgent on his part than he first admitted. That perhaps he has fallen for you, despite his best efforts. What do you think? So the rest of the stuff that I said hasn't upset you? You're still trying to like hit on me? Is that just how this works? I think that you're an idiot. Ah, the dots! Raz scoffs and shakes his head, his lip curling. A snarl. Raz can see that you are obviously not interested in his company tonight. I mean, obviously. Perhaps coming morning you will have a change of heart, but Raz will not hold his breath. Good night. Oh no. Raz stands from the table, taking his drink with him. Oh, he's about to get wasted. He stomps away to the other side of the tavern, leaving you alone by the fire. The two of you do not speak for the rest of the night. Damn, what is the innkeeper gonna think? The end. Looks like you razzed Razum-dar a bit too hard and made an enemy out of him. Oh no. You know what? Razum-dar's probably the one character in this whole bunch that I actually don't want to piss off. That dude is a crazy good assassin. All right, Darian. Darian's whole thing in Elder Scrolls Online was that he was a massive flirt. I mean, I guess Razum-dar kind of was too, to be fair. More so toward the queen, but Darian was just like openly flirtatious toward everybody. All right, let's see what this one is. While exploring outside Shimmerine with Darian, a summer squall hits the island. You take refuge in an old, damp ruin with the Golden Knight to wait out the storm. Darian makes a fire and peels off his soaked shirt. Am I gonna have to censor that, by the way? Darian makes a fire and peels off his soaked shirt, lying it against a nearby rock. He rifles through the pack that he bought for the journey, procuring a loaf of bread, some cheese, and an unanticipated bottle of wine. He pops the cork with his teeth and grins. Are you trying to show off? That's how you break a tooth or lose an eye. So this is fun, a little unexpected, but most good things in life are. We have wine, food, and a relatively dry place to stay. And when there's fine company. Aren't we in a damp cave? What could be better? I'm almost glad that the storm hit. I've been meaning to ask you to grab a drink anyways. Oh yeah, you did want to take, like, in the base game, he actually did want to go to like a bar or something with us. That was a thing. And I must say that you look quite good soaking wet. I don't like how you said that. Stop smiling at me like that. I'll take the bread, but that's all I'm taking. Cut it out, Darian, and you look good shirtless. All right, I have to do it. I have to do it. It's for the video. I have to do it. I've never played a dating sim if you guys haven't realized that. This is so weird, man. You look good shirtless, as always. I'm trying my best to act as serious as I possibly can. Why, thank you. You should join me. It's really quite freeing. What's our gender? Because that's you're moving fast, bro. You are moving fast. Really though, this isn't so bad. Things could be worse. Neither of us are wounded. No great evil is breathing down our necks for once. And we have nothing to do and nowhere to be until this storm clears. Oh my God. If only there was a bit more entertainment. A bard to play us a lovely song and set the mood, maybe. I suppose that we'll have to entertain ourselves for the time being. Any ideas? You could make good on all that flirting. You could leave me alone, please. All right, you can make good on all that flirting. And here I was going to suspect that I'd sit here and flex for you until you were quivering with desire. Your idea is much better. Of course, if you'd like to circle back to that later, feel free to let me know. Darian slides closer to you. There's laughter in his eyes as they roam over your face and figure with delight. But the more he stares at you, the more serious his expression becomes. Yo, Darian, back it up, bro. He reaches up, brushing the calloused pad of his thumb against your cheek. He's so close now, you can see droplets of rain beaded across his bare chest like jewels. We've gone through a lot together, haven't we? Have we? I mean, we did do a lot of questing in the Daggerfall Covenant. That was a thing. I find myself dreaming about you often. Most of the time, they're nice dreams. You in tight leathers, me in a steaming bath. But sometimes they're not so nice. Sometimes I lose you, and that scares me more than I care to admit. Tell me, do you feel the same, or am I crazy? I'd have to be an idiot to have feelings for someone like you. I feel the same way. I don't ever want to lose you, Darian. Huh. I know I should say something heartfelt, and perhaps even poetic right now, but all I can think about is your mouth and how nice it is. Darian, what's going on? Was that bread? Darian traces your face with his eyes. Maybe we should just stay here, even after the storm passes. Tell everyone that we got hopelessly lost, and just spend a few days lying out here in the grass, caressing each other to our heart's content. I don't wanna, man. Of course, there'd be no one to save the world if we went missing. So, I suppose that we'll just have to take advantage of the time that we have. Darian moves closer, his hand trailing at your waist before pulling you flush against him. With impressive strength, you feel the hard muscle plane of his body pressed against your soaked clothes as his warmth surrounds you. He flips damp hair out of his eyes and then presses his forehead against yours. His laughter is lost in the pounding rain as the storm crashes down around you. Oh, I don't want to know what happened next. I'm gonna have to put an 18+ rating on this video, man. Congratulations, he loafs you. You and Darian have a special bond. Yeah, our bond is bread, apparently. Let's play again. Let's do the bad ending. Cut it out, Darian. Sorry, just thought that I'd try to relieve some tension. Really though, this isn't so bad. Things could be worse. Neither of us are wounded. No great evil breaking our necks for once. And we have nothing to do until the storm clears. If only there was a bit more entertainment, a bard playing us a lovely song to set the mood, maybe. I suppose that we'll have to entertain ourselves for the time being. Any ideas? You could leave me alone. Believe it or not, it's not my intention to annoy you, but it seems like I've done just that. I didn't mean to upset you. I was just trying to lighten the mood a bit, but I'll just be quiet, I guess. Darian takes a long drink from the wine bottle and looks away from you. Oh no, is he going to become drunk? Alongside deflates him, he tosses the loaf of bread in his hand. What? No, not the bread! Like he's considering eating it, and then thinks better of it. We've gone through a lot together, haven't we? I find myself dreaming about you often. Most of the time, they're nice dreams. You in tight leather. Okay, let's get that. Tell me, do you feel the same, or am I crazy? I'd have to be an idiot to have feelings for someone like you. I should have seen that coming. I'm usually better than this. Darian huffs a little. You know what? I'm going to share my bread with you. It's delicious, like me. But if you'd rather eat boring air, so be it. What, you wasn't going to share your bread with us before? Oh, and I'm drinking the rest of this wine. Okay, alright. Darian scowls and starts valiantly chugging the remainder of the bottle. He glares at you with one eye while he does so. The storm rages outside the ruin all the while. Two of you don't speak for the rest of the night. The end. Oh my god. Your relationship with Darian might be toast. You can experience greater adventure with Darian in the Elder Scrolls Online and the Somerset Isles. Don't forget there was that one thing, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who doesn't know about it, but in the Orsinium DLC, after you play through the Daggerfall Covenant and you play through the base game main quest line, do the Orsinium quest line, and there's a section where you have to look for some stuff in a library. Make sure to read everything in that library because there is a thing in that library that relates to his character in particular. And then do Somerset. Trust me, it's mind-blowing. When I saw that, I was just like, what? What do you mean? But I'm not gonna spoil it. You're gonna have to play the game. ESO is a great game. Highly recommend. All right, so Fëanorian and Naryu. I've seen these two characters before, but I've never really talked to them because I'm pretty sure they're part of the Ebonheart Pact. And I haven't done the quest line for the Ebonheart Pact yet. But let's see what Fëanorian has for us. Oh my god, what is this place? You arrive in Fëanorian's study in Castle Ravenwatch. The vampire scholar hunches over his desk, his hands moving like a symphony over a myriad of flasks and bottles. Fëanorian straightens up when you enter and turns to greet you with a reserved smile. He abandons his work to give you his full attention. What a pleasure, surprise! I did not think I would see you here for some time. Gwendis neglected to inform me of your visit. I would have cleaned up for you, had I known. Is everything alright? I don't dare to presume you ventured here just to visit me. What if I did? I like your company, Fenorian. I didn't, I'm just stopping by. Wanted to see if you had any skooma. It seems like you're brewing up something. I like your company. Let's choose that one. Oh, he's why'd they put blush marks on him? Oh, I'm rather fond of yours as well. I'm happy that you're here. I could use a second opinion. You have a brilliant mind. I would be remiss to not take advantage of it while I have you. Fenorian gestures you over as he turns back to his desk. You move and stand shoulder to shoulder with him as he looks down, gazing at his work. His sharp profile glows red from the nearby torch. I'm working on a health regenerative tonic with some unique properties, but I can't tell if I have the components balanced. He looks up, curtains of dark hair framing his serious face. A tentative smile curls his lips as his eyes roam over your brow, cheeks, and chin before finally meeting your gaze. Okay, alright Sasuke. Perhaps you'd like to try. It's hard to objectively observe my own reaction, as you might imagine. I try to make it taste of snowberries, if that helps persuade you. I think I'd rather taste you! I want to be in any other situation than this right now. I don't, like, this makes me uncomfortable. You're crazy if you think that I'm going to drink anything that you came up with. I don't have a death wish. All right, let's do the first one. We have to go for the quote-unquote good ending. Fenorian's eyes go wide as his mouth parts slightly, revealing the tip of his fangs. After a moment, he clears his throat and tries to collect himself. A nervous laugh bubbles out of him. You never fail to surprise me, you know that? I think that's what makes you so fascinating to me. You often do things that I don't expect. Things that send me reeling. What does that mean? I don't understand these romance things. Not that I'm complaining, of course. I rather like the way that you keep me on my toes. It's intriguing. Fenorian angles himself closer to you, his hands straying close to yours, on the edge of the desk. His pale, near violet eyes go molten with wanting. What? With wanting. Wait, why does he look like that? Why are you looking at me like that, sir? Dude, I feel like I need to get a restraining order. I don't think that you understand the effect that you have on me. Bro, is this the Twilight movie? Oh, you better start sparkling. His fingers curl in on themselves on the desk, and he looks away from you. His face grows dark, brow crumpling. But I don't wish to burden you with this. If you don't feel the same, I will never speak of it again. You have my word. I feel the same way, Fenorian. I always have. Kiss me. We're gonna choose the other option later. Let's do this one. God, I hate the way that you look at me, man. Fenorian needs no further instructions. He rushes toward you, his hands cupping your jaw, and he kisses you with all the tenderness in the world. He lingers there for a moment, steadying himself. For a long while, I thought locking away my emotions would keep me safe, and it did, for a time, I suppose. But it also made me incredibly lonely. His hand brushes against yours, and his thumb begins to make small circles around your knuckles. He clears his throat and gives you a sharp smile. Then I met you. Unexpected, exhilarating, radiant. All of my defenses fell away in an instant. I thought of this moment for so long, and now that it's finally here, I feel foolish for waiting. I can't, the look on his face. I'm trying my best to be serious right now. With his hand, Fenorian grabs you by the hip and pulls you closer. Your hands splay across the firmness of his chest, where you feel a rumble of laughter. Now perhaps we can make up for the lost time. Fenorian kisses you again, deeper and longer this time. Castle Ravenwatch is quiet around you, as the two of you do exactly as he suggested. Wait, can't vampires, like, manipulate you? Ain't that a thing? Like, aren't they able to do that? I don't like that. You know what? Especially with the way that he's looking. It's love at first bite. You and Fenorian are sweethearts. I want to die right now. I can only imagine what the bad version of this is going to be, considering that he's a vampire and obviously psychotic. Is everything all right? I don't dare to presume you ventured here just to visit me. I didn't. I'm just stopping by. Oh, well, I'm happy that you're here. I could use a second opinion. You have a brilliant mind. I would be remiss to not take advantage of it while you have you here. Norian gestures you over as he turns back to his desk. You move and stand shoulder to shoulder with him as he looks down, gazing at his work. His sharp profile glows red from the nearby torch. I'm working on health, regenerative tonic. Okay, let's get to the bad choice. Here we go. Perhaps that you'd like to try. It's hard to objectively observe my own reaction, as you might imagine. I tried to make a taste of snowberries, if that helps persuade you. You're crazy if I think I'm going to drink anything that you came up with. I don't have a death wish. I suppose that's fair. I'm sorry if I upset you. What is up with that face? I would never willingly cause you any harm. I hope that you know that. We've known each other for long enough that I should think that that would be obvious. Venorian moves the mixture in question from the middle of the desk. If I had even the briefest doubt regarding the safety of this mixture, I would not have offered it. His eyes move over your face, his brow furrowing. I know that you would never hurt me, Venorian. I'm sorry that I reacted so strongly. What about this one? I don't think that you're smart enough to know one way or the other. Oh! Venorian's jaw clenches and his eyes harden on your face. He says nothing for a long moment and then turns back to his desk. We pissed him off. You're entitled to your opinion, of course, however mean-spirited it may be. If you came here merely to insult me, I'm afraid I'm not in the mood. Perhaps find Adusa Daro. Yep, that's how you pronounce that. She'd make a better sparring partner. I have a great deal of work to do, if you don't mind. Venorian begins working with his flasks and vials once again, and doesn't spare you a second glance. The end. It's probably not wise to make an enemy of the vampire. Better luck next time. Okay, puns, bro, the puns. I did say that I had a feeling that, you know, maybe not making an enemy of the vampire. Although I still would say that Razum-dar is probably the one you wouldn't want to piss off, so, like, maybe choose certain wording. Although I would also hope that these people are not complete psychopaths and would kill you in your sleep just because you turned them down. All right, last one, and then I can erase this from my memory. Shit, I have to edit this, never mind. Naryu! Oh wow, you look grumpy. You stand awkwardly on a cobblestone street of Balmora as Naryu looks you up and down with a scrutinizing eye. She invites you to the House Lalu masquerade ball tonight, hosted by an important Lalu counselor, but hasn't told you why she brought you along. The dark elf circles you once, assessing your ball attire. After a moment, she gives a satisfying hum of approval and comes to stand across from you again. Well, well, you certainly clean up nicely, don't you, hero? You look divine. Every eye will be on you tonight. Is that so? Wait, what? I know that I haven't been exactly forthcoming about what we're doing here, but I assure you, it's all well in hand. You just need to stand around and look enticing while I work. Should be easy for you. Think that you can handle that? If it means that I get to spend time with you, then sure. Okay, what is up with the Dunmer's faces whenever they start smiling? Why do they look so cursed? Wow, aren't you sweet? And here I was thinking that I'd have to twist your arm to get you into formal wear. Anyway, the job is simple. It requires very little effort on your part. I'd invite you to play a very small but vital role in tonight's proceedings. I trust you, and my trust is not something easily gained. So don't screw this up. That was a very nice way to put that. If all goes well, I should be done inside an hour. Then you can relax and even enjoy the party if you choose. Perhaps you'll even find a dashing suitor to dance with. Wait, so this one seems like we're trying to hit on her more so than like the other way around, because the other ones were like very strong about, hey, yo, you, me, how about that, you know? How about we make that a thing? Is it because like the other ones, they were guys and it just assumed that we were playing a female character? You know that the girl, the female can also be the flirtatious one. That is a thing. I'd rather dance with you. Oh? You're always so full of surprises, my darling. I suppose that I could arrange that after my business is done. I imagine that I'll have to chase away the other swits lining up to ask you, won't I? Maybe we should practice for good measure. This is quite an important social event. It won't do to embarrass ourselves. Naryu steps closer to you, one hand coming to rest on your waist, the other on your shoulder. She presses close and stares deeply into your eyes, a smirk curling her lips. She leans in a little, so close that you can feel her breath on your bottom lip. Yeah, is that so? You feel a sharp edge against your side and realize that she pulled her dagger. What? Is she gonna kill us? It lingers at your ribs for a moment before Naryu laughs and pulls away from you. Her red eyes glitter with amusement and something more. You know, I asked you here because you never let me down. I don't have many people that I can count on, so I keep the ones I'm reasonably certain about close. Are we not gonna talk about the dagger thing? That's kind of odd. But if I'm being completely honest, I asked you here for another reason, too. Some deluded fantasy about the two of us dancing in each other's arms, drunk on wine, retiring to some secluded hallway where I press up against the wall and our hands are all over each other. And if that's as stupid as it sounds, I need you to tell me right now, hero. It's incredibly stupid. It's not stupid, Nario. I want that too. You've made me blush. Are you happy with yourself? You and that lovely nose of yours and mouth and everything. I don't think there's ever been a time where I've ever heard somebody be like, yo, nice nose, bro. A shiver runs through you. Let's get this done quickly, hero. Then we can start in on that delicious fantasy of mine. I can hardly wait. I'm kind of scared to actually piss her off. She might actually be more dangerous than Razum-dar. In fact, I think a taste of what's to come may be appropriate. It'll give me something to think about while I'm working. Naryu suddenly presses your back against the wall of the Randy Netch Inn that you're standing in front of and brings her body close to yours. Her expression is unreadable. Apparently that word is unreadable. She's either going to kiss you or kill you, and you can't quite tell the difference. You grab her hips. She's surprisingly soft. I swear, if you flipped the, if you were to turn the turntables, that's the correct phrase. Shut up, leave me alone. And I was the Famal, and that was a dude. Naryu would be in prison. Her mouth hovers inches from yours as she chuckles low, sending shivers across your body. You lose yourself in the moment, savoring every second. The end. Congratulations! The Mother of Blades has a special place in her heart just for you. Yeah, she definitely has the mommy-dommy thing going on. Yep. Let's play it again. Let's try and get the bad ending. I regret. Why? Think that you can handle that. I forgot what this said. If it means I get to spend more time, no. I hate running your errands for you. Oh no, we're gonna get stabbed. It's not an errand, it's a job that I need your help with. I've helped you in the past, have I not? I'm simply calling for a favor. Anyway, the job is simple. It requires very little effort on your part. I invited you to play a very small but vital role in tonight's proceedings. I trust you, and my trust is not something easily gained, so don't screw this up. If all goes well, I should be done inside an hour. Then you can relax and even enjoy the party if you choose. Perhaps you'll even find a dashing suitor to dance with. I just want to get this over with. Fine, I didn't think that you'd be such a bore about this, hero. If you just want to get in and out, then that's what we'll do. And there will be no fun had whatsoever, I assure you. No fun for you anyways. I'll be finding my own elsewhere. There was nothing leading up to that implied that you were interested in us anyways. Naryu frowns, her brow knitted with frustration. Oh shit! She grew an extra arm and pulled out a dagger. She inspects something on the edge of her blade before roughly shoving it back into the scabbard at her thigh. You know, I asked you here because you never let me down. I don't have many people I can count on, so I keep the ones I'm reasonably certain about close. But if I'm being completely honest, I asked you here for another reason too. Some deluded fantasy about the two of us dancing in each other's arms. You're still trying. You are still trying. How? How have you not dashed off already? If that's as stupid as it sounds, I need you to tell me right now. It's incredibly stupid. I suppose that makes me quite the fool then, doesn't it? I think I'll stick to poking people with the pointy end of my daggers and leave the rubbish romance stuff to someone else. Naryu's expression tightens. Alright. I think it's fairly obvious that you're not interested in helping me. I'm not sure what your problem is, but I don't have the patience for it, or the time. I think it's probably best that you leave. I can do this on my own. Naryu gives you a withering look before turning away sharply. She makes a lewd gesture over her shoulder as she leaves. You do not hear from Naryu again. The end. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, right? You might want to watch your back. Yeah, she's going to stab us. She's 100%. I do think that she might actually be more deadly than Razum-dar. All right, well, I've done that. If it was any other like game or anything like that, I would not have played it. I'm not into the dating some even visual novels. I'm not really a visual novel guy. But because I found out that Elder Scrolls had a, I'm assuming, official dating sim visual novel, whatever this is, I had to try it. You know, it's Valentine's Day, like, we had to check it out. Never going to play a game like this again, unless they, for some reason, make another one of these, then maybe. Yeah, all right, well, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. Let me know down below in the comments which one of these characters that you would gladly spend your time with in ESO. And if you did enjoy the video, then make sure to subscribe so that this torture might have been worth it. Yeah. I don't make videos like this very often. I do play a lot of Elder Scrolls games. I am a big fan of the Elder Scrolls series. It's my favorite game series of all time. But I also check out other RPGs and horror games. And on my second channel, I kind of just screw around and do whatever. So that sounds interesting. You know what to do. I need to go delete my computer now. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video of whatever I decide to make.